How to select the perfect razor for you. Guys, it's simple. You take your year of birth, multiply that times your height in centimeters, divide it by the last 4 digits in your phone number, and then take that final number and square it. And what you get is complete nonsense, which I wish it was that simple, guys. I wish I could give you a formula, but it really is easy if you understand that there are 5 main categories of razors. And within these categories, they each have advantages and disadvantages. And when you know that, you can go out there and you can try all of them, and you can find the perfect razor for you. The first razor style I want to talk about is the straight razor. This is the grandfather to all the razor types I'm going to be talking about here. Go back thousands of years, used by the ancient Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans. This right here, 200 years ago, was the prominent razor. I mean, it was just simply, it worked. Great thing about the straight razor is that this could last a man's entire life. All you would have to do is run it over a strop, maybe get it professionally sharpened, or know how to sharpen it yourself, and you have an instrument that could just get the job done. The problem with the straight razor, also known as the cutthroat razor, is yes, you could seriously injure and cut yourself. You had to have really great technique. You had to know what you were doing. It took, and it still takes, years of practice to get up to a point in daily use where you're very proficient. So if you want to go to a daily shave with a straight razor and you have the extra time that it does require and you can develop that technique, it's a great razor. The next razor style I'm going to talk about is the cartridge razor. It gets its name from the replaceable cartridges that come with it. A handle like this oftentimes going to be made actually pretty nice, does a good job with the grip, but this is going to be used again and again. So it goes right in here, comes right out. Now, this is arguably the most common razor type on the planet for good reason. It is convenient. It's easy. When I was talking about that straight razor, you got to keep it sharpened. You got to know what you're doing. When it comes to a cartridge razor, it is very forgiving on your technique. It does this because with a cartridge razor, you're usually going to have a movable head. You're going to find some, they rotate, but at the end of the day, you've got something that you don't have to have a high skill in your technique, and you can still get an excellent shave. You're going to see them from one single blade to multi-blades. Now, the multi-blades work by simply those bottom ones right there. They pull on the hair, and as they're cutting it, the other blades are going right after, and they're cutting as well. This can give a very close and excellent shave. So for a lot of guys without much technique who simply want something that's convenient, that's fast, that they can be in and out of the bathroom in a short amount of time, or you're just getting started with your shaving, or you simply just don't have time to spend on going over with the straight razor, the cartridge is going to be great. So another advantage of cartridge razors over straight razors and safety razors is that you can travel easily with a cartridge razor. You can take this on your carry-on. You can take it, basically you don't have to check this down below the airplane. That's a huge thing, especially if you're traveling really light, you're only taking one bag. Also, I like how I can pretty much pack everything I need for a month of shaving right here. Now let's talk about the disadvantages of the cartridge razor. One of them is the size of the head. If it's got a big head, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get into hard to reach spots. Another one is when you got the multi-blades. For some men, the pulling of the hair out and then cutting it is actually going to cause ingrown hairs. Finally, let's talk about the price. If you've ever been out there, you've realized, okay, this box is locked, I can't even get in here, and then you look at the price, you're sometimes sticker shocked by how much cartridge razors can be, and you break that out per shave, it can be expensive. Until now, guys, the Dollar Shave Club has shown up and they've disrupted the entire market. If you haven't heard of them, go check them out. Dollar Shave Club, they're the paid sponsor of this video. And for the last year and a half, I've been working with them. I can tell you guys, they are a great company. It's a great shave. It's a great razor. And they don't just do razors. This morning, actually many mornings, I've used their shave butter. This is a great shaving cream. And right now, I'm going to link to them down in the description. For a limited time, new members get their first month of the Executive Razor with a tube of Dr. Carver's shave butter for only $5 with free shipping. That's a $15 value for only $5. After that, razors are just a few bucks a month. Gentlemen, you can get this offer at dollarshaveclub.com/realmen. Again, that's dollarshaveclub.com/realmen. Like I said, gents, I've been using the Dollar Shave Club for over a year. I love their razors. They're at a great price. I love how they are conveniently delivered right to my door, and I travel quite a bit. So when I'm traveling, I simply grab their cartridge razors, take them with me. This shave butter, it's a great product. What I like about it, actually, it doesn't lather up, but it provides a lot I just used it this morning. Again, it has a very nice, smooth, allows the razor to go right over the face, but they are not limited to just products like that. They've also got a post-shave cream. They've got hair and conditioner. They've got shampoos. They've got body washes. What else do they have? Daily face cleansers. They've got soap. I can tell you, this stuff is in my bathroom. It's great products. I highly recommend them. Next up, gentlemen, we've got the safety razor. The safety razor, as its name implies, was actually a safer version, or marketed as a safer version, than the straight razor or the cutthroat razor. It really made headway for itself about 120 years ago, and then for about 70 to 80 years, it was the dominant razor out there. So the great thing about the safety razor is, like the straight razor, it uses a single blade. So for a lot of men who have irritation, who are getting maybe ingrown hairs, this is going to be a great option. A single razor. They're relatively inexpensive. You can buy them in packs. You want to change it out probably after every or every other shave, depending on the razor type and who makes it. And there's a wide variety out there, or a wide variety of styles. This right here is a very simple one. This one right here, a little bit more complex. We're talking about $80 to $100 for some of these higher end ones, but they can go much higher than that. You can find some entry level ones for about 20 or 30 bucks, but this is something that you're going to spend more money on the front, but over time you can save. Now, the disadvantages of the safety razor, besides that extra money you're going to have to spend up front, is you do need to have technique. You do need to have some level of skill to be able to use this. This is not like, basically with a cartridge, you can just shave, you can be half drunk and shave with one of those. With this, you can still cut yourself. And this is something that you want to have the proper technique and know what you're doing. Razor type number 4. The disposable razor. And this is if you forget your razors, you're traveling, you ask the hotel for a free razor, this is probably what they're going to send you. These are cheap and expensive, and it's a crapshoot in terms of what you're going to get in quality. I actually, of all the razors I'm going to talk about here, this is probably my least favorite because of quality control issues. Now, you can go out there and spend some good money and get a little bit higher quality made by respectable brands. They're going to have multi-blades and actually can get you a decent shave. I think have better quality control. But at that price, then you're looking at cartridge, and you might as well go cartridge because actually, you're throwing a lot, you're making a lot more waste when you throw these away. But disposable razor, a good one, does have a place in a man's wardrobe because if you're traveling, you expect this to get lost, or if you have somebody visiting your house. I know we have visitors in our house and occasionally they stay a couple weeks. We give them, or they make available, hey, if you need a razor to shave, I've got you covered right here. So in that case, I think disposables are perfectly fine. Next up, gentlemen, let's talk about electric razors. So electric razors, a lot of them get a bad rap, but for certain situations, they work. And the big advantage of electric razors is convenience. They are simply some of the most convenient razors out there. Now, you're going to see two options with electric razors. You're going to see the back and forth cutting motion with a foil, and that's basically, it's got little knives and blades underneath here. They go back and forth, and when it goes over your skin, the hairs will go through there and it will cut them. Then you have the rotating motion right here. And it's got blades that go in circles, and those are going to cut in that way. Now, what you want, oftentimes you're going to find these are going to be, in general, more expensive, but I do prefer actually higher quality razors when it comes to electric razors, simply because one of the big issues I find with electric razors is that lower quality ones actually will allow parts of the skin to go in, and they will actually cut your skin and cause irritation. So that is a big disadvantage with electric razors. Another big disadvantage with electric razors is for many men, they just don't provide a good shave. Finally, the cost. A good electric razor can sometimes cost you hundreds of dollars, and since it's got so many mechanical moving parts, it actually, if it breaks down on you, it's a big loss. You just got an oversized paperweight. All right, gentlemen, so now it's your turn. I want to hear from you down in the comments. What is your favorite razor type? And what is your least favorite razor type and why? Let me know down there in the comments. I love going down there, checking out what you guys write, learning from you all. You all are a great audience. You're a great community, and I do appreciate you guys supporting me and everything we do here at Real Men Real Style. Now, in the description of this video, I'm going to link over to a support article, which is going to go into more detail than I was able to cover in this particular video. So if you ever want more, go check out the support articles at Real Men Real Style. Gentlemen, that's it. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.